Al-Madi is a professor of political sociology at the German Jordanian University, speaking to us from Jordan's capital, Amman. Prof, it's always good to have you on this program. Just in the last hour, we got these comments from Netanyahu saying, deal or no deal, we're entering Rafah. How is that then going to affect Hamas's decision on whether or not it's going to accept this latest truce deal?
I do believe that Netanyahu is using such a statement just to actually ruin the negotiations between Hamas and between Israel. And he knows that many of the cabinets, and especially the the security in Israel and the army, they wanted to get rid of this war. But in the same times, actually, this war, it is a shelter for Netanyahu from any legal accusations, and it is a shelter for the right-wing, members of the government, where those also needs to stay in the government rather than to have a new election. And Netanyahu maybe will go to the prison, or he will be under investigations in the upcoming months. So he wanted to just try to make it longer and longer, even he knows that he can't achieve what he was planning to do.
So what you're saying is that this is really just self-serving from Netanyahu and other members of his government. How's that going to look, though, to the United States? Of course, a strong supporter of Israel. Blinken is headed there soon, and they've been pushing for a ceasefire and have said to Israel, don't go into Rafah, make a plan to get people out and people to safety.
It will not be for the first time that Netanyahu embarrassing the American administration. He knows that the Democrats administration is not important compared to the well-established institution back in the States. There's still a lot of well-established institutions are supporting Netanyahu and supporting the right-wing's Israeli government against the Palestinian. So he is just playing the cards with this American administration without any real pressure from Biden and Blinken. Absolutely, Netanyahu, he will not pay attention for any of such pressures. So I think one of the most important things that it has to be so clear from the American administration that he does not have to go to Rafah, not just playing with the words that we need to protect the civilians and do such and such. They have to tell him directly, stop thinking to go to Rafah. Without this, absolutely, Netanyahu will do whatever he can do, even against American wills and against the region also will.
But, Prof, they have said that to him in the past. They've said, don't go into Rafah. They've been pushing for a ceasefire. And now it makes you wonder what happens when the Rafah ground offensive does actually take place. What will the reaction be from the US? And, of course, there will be a growing death toll because there are millions of people there. And then what the reaction will be from the wider community, especially groups like Hezbollah or the Houthis, who have been very much against this war from the beginning.
There wasn't any real request from the American administration to stop invasion Rafah. They were telling him that, yes, we agree with you to go to Rafah, but you have to take in consideration the civilians' life there. About the reaction from other organizations here in the region, I don't think so. It's going to be any reaction from those organizations, especially Hezbollah. Hezbollah is playing political agenda with Iran, and Iran right now will not actually encourage any of its arms to go in a direct encounter with Israel. There is no way to have any reaction from Hezbollah or Houthi or others to really do harm Israel in these days.
Professor Badr Al-Madi in Amman, good to get your analysis. Thank you so much.